There are 8,111 featured levels in existence right now, but every once in a while, there's that one level that is so perfect and so influential in every way that it makes us think about Geometry Dash completely differently. So these are top 10 levels that push the limits in Geometry Dash. This is my own opinion and no one else's. I will mention the level as well as the creator and the update the level was made in, so without further ado, let's get started. Number 10, Back on Mountain by Majako in the 1.6 update. So if you're a new player or haven't looked under all of the insane demons, chances are you haven't heard of this level. That is because this level has an overwhelming amount of dislikes, probably because of how difficult it was for its time. This was the first themed level in Geometry Dash, creating a mountain and a rocky landscape. This was the first level that actually had the feeling of an elemental landscape, unlike other levels at the time. There are many themed levels right now, like Ancient Anubis' levels. All of those levels can be traced back to this one level that started it all. Number 9, Unity by Triaxis and FunnyGame in the 2.0 update. This level is so detailed and has so many awesome effects. Remember, this was made in early 2.0, where people used the move trigger in the most annoying ways possible, and all of the gameplay people made was cancer. But this one level stood out and remained the best 2.0 level for a while. This just proved what 2.0 was capable of. A few effects that were in this level were the rainbow effect, which we will talk about later, the retro space part, and Triaxis' part, which he used a custom background using the rainbow blocks. This level was overall crazy since we haven't seen much in 2.0 before this level. Number 8, Demon Park by Mid-M2 Call in the 1.2 update. Take a look at this level right now. You've probably seen it. It's an old 1.2 demon level. A pretty easy demon, right? Well, at the time when this level was made, everyone sucked at the game, and this was considered so hard that people needed to come up with a new rating for it. That is why people came up with the demon rating system. This level was considered an insane demon at the time, but is ironically considered an easy demon now. Demon ratings have gone so far that RobTop decided to put them in-game, with easy, medium, hard, insane, and extreme demons. Number 7, MasterGame by Serponge in the 2.1 update. Guys, I don't care if this hasn't been released yet. If there wasn't a group problem with the triggers in that level, then it would have been released by now. With that said, this is the first full video game that has ever been inside of Geometry Dash. It resembles gameplay like The Legend of Zelda. It has NPCs, quests, battling, and lots of gameplay. After a few minutes, however, you have to save your progress because you reach the time limit after a while. So the game gives you a code and you can be where you left off. This is definitely the best 2.1 level so far, and will probably be for a long time. Number 6, Collaboration by Sary and many more in the 1.8 update. Many say that Supersonic was the first mega collab, a collaboration between 6 or more people when creating a Geometry Dash level, but what exactly was the first collab? The answer is Collaboration by Sary, and it also happened to be the first real mega collab in JD. This level was created by Dora Bay, Ark, X-Step, Jax, Lenov, X-Nail, and Sary. Collaborating with other players is something that we take for granted now, and is a common thing to do, and this was the first collaboration between players. Number 5, 9 Circles by Zobros in the 1.9 update. So I think at this point, we all know why I put 9 Circles up here. First of all, this is currently the most liked 1.9 level ever, but at the same time, this is one of the most infamous levels ever. About a third into the level and at the drop at the song, Zobros used the 4 color channels to create a very difficult and epileptic wave that happens almost for the rest of the level. The reason why this got so annoying was that everyone, and I mean everyone, started putting the exact same neon wave in their levels. Like 9 Circles, these creators started up with a cube, then a ship, then a ball, then back to the cube to the build-up of the drop. There was a lot of varied gameplay and design as this trend continued, all the way until 2.0 when RobTop became sick of rating so many 9 Circles levels. This level also influenced Sonic Wave, an extreme demon level by Cyclic, and was verified by Sonix. It's currently the hardest demon level in the game right now. Number 4, Sirius by FunnyGame in the 2.0 update. This level influenced creators by using effects just like Unity, but this level had much more of an impact than Unity did. Remember when I said that Unity was the best 2.1 level for a while? That while stopped when Sirius was released. The first half of this level was rather easy with some insane looking effects. I can't even think of all the work it must have taken FunnyGame to make these effects. And the second part of this level is much more interesting. FunnyGame took the concept of boss battles, which were just starting in 2.0, and added a very fast-paced boss battle. The boss shot lots of projectiles and lasers, and there were many effects in the background. This level definitely influenced creators as well as their effects. Number 3, FunnyGame Holiday by FunnyGame in the 1.6 update. So far, we talked about many effect levels, such as Unity, Sirius, and kind of 9 Circles, but this level was the one that started it all. Even looking at this level now, it still looks excellent. A few of the effects that were used were Pulse in the block design, what looks like an equalizer, which is still seen in many levels today, and Space Invader art. This level not only introduced effects, but it also increased the fame of FunnyGame too. People considered him as an effects specialist rather than a good creator. Number 2. Cataclysm by G-Boy in the 1.9 update. This level didn't exactly influence creators, but rather players. First of all, this level alone was an impossible challenge at the time, and only a handful of people beat it. There was a lot of debate to what was harder, Ice Carbon Diablo X or Cataclysm, but later on there was another level inspired by Cataclysm called Bloodbath, and it eventually became more popular than Cataclysm. There were a lot more Cataclysm-inspired Extreme Demon levels harder than Cataclysm in 2.0, such as the Hell Factory, Yatagarasu, and Sakupen Hell. But remember, if it wasn't for Cataclysm, none of these levels would have existed, and there wouldn't be as many levels to challenge players. C1997 made a video talking about what would happen if Cataclysm didn't exist, and he talked about how Yatagarasu, Bloodbath, Infernal Abyss, and even a Bizarre Phantom, Betrayal of Fate, and Blade of Justice wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Cataclysm. This video will be in the description. Number 1. Revolution by FunnyGame in the 1.9 update. Okay, how can it not be Revolution? This is the 5th time I mentioned FunnyGame in this video, and that is because he has always been a step ahead of everyone as far as creating. This was FunnyGame's most important level, and the most important level in all of Geometry Dash. Some of the parts were inspired by blast processing, but this level introduced so many effects, such as the neon wave and multicolors, using 4 gradients to create a blur, but most impressively, the rainbow effect. FunnyGame only had 4 color channels to work with, but used the blending in the level editor and made a rainbow effect. At this time, no one ever dreamed of making this. Finally, he used gradients to make this effect. Again, only had 4 color channels. This is truly the most important level and the greatest level that pushed the limits of Geometry Dash. So there we have it, top 10 levels that push the limits in Geometry Dash. If you didn't agree with my list, make sure to leave a comment. It took me a while to make this video, so make sure to leave a like, and as always guys, this is Herobrine Craft signing out. Bye guys.